In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make a grid in Photoshop 2026 using two simple methods. Whether you are designing thumbnails, social media posts, UI layouts, posters, or web designs, grids help you align everything perfectly and create clean, professional compositions. I'll show you how to turn on Photoshop's built-in grid for alignment, and then how to create a fully customizable layout grid using guides. Make sure to watch until the end so you know which method is best for your project. And if this tutorial helps you out, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Photoshop guides just like this. Let's get started. First, let's look at method 1, which is using Photoshop's built-in grid. This grid is non-printable, which means it's only for alignment and won't appear when you export or print your design. It's perfect for quickly structuring your layout. Start by opening your document in Photoshop. Once your file is open, go to the top menu and click on View, then hover over Show and select Grid. You can also use the shortcut Control and the apostrophe key on Windows, or Command and the apostrophe key on Mac. As soon as you do that, you'll see a grid overlay appear across your entire canvas. Now, by default, the grid spacing might not match your needs, so let's customize it. Go to Edit at the top, then choose Preferences, and click on Guides, Grid, and Slices. A settings window will open where you can control how your grid looks. Here, you'll see an option called Grid Line Every. This controls the main spacing between large grid lines. For example, you can set this to 100 pixels if you want larger sections. Below that, you'll see subdivisions. If you set this to 4, Photoshop will divide each large grid section into 4 smaller squares. This gives you more precise alignment control. Adjust these settings based on your project. For thumbnails, 100 pixels with 4 subdivisions works great. For detailed UI work, you might prefer smaller values. Once you're happy with your settings, click OK, and your grid will instantly update. Now here's an optional but highly recommended step, turning on snapping. Snapping makes your objects automatically align to the grid lines, which saves a lot of time and ensures perfect placement. To enable it, go to View, then Snap To, and make sure Grid is checked. Now when you move shapes, text, or images, you'll feel them lock into position along the grid. This is extremely useful for structured layouts, posters, YouTube thumbnails, and any design where precision matters. That's it for the built-in grid. Remember, this grid will not export with your design. It's purely a visual alignment tool. Now let's move on to method 2, which is creating a custom layout grid using guides. This method is best for structured designs like Instagram grids, website layouts, landing pages, or any project where you need specific columns and rows. To do this, go to View in the top menu, then select Guides and click on New Guide Layout. A new panel will appear with several customization options. Here, you can define the exact number of columns and rows you want. For example, if you were designing a 3-column web layout, simply enter 3 under columns. You can also add rows depending on your design structure. If you want spacing between sections, use the gutter option. Gutters add consistent spacing between columns and rows, which is especially useful for web and editorial design. You can enter a pixel value that matches your layout requirements. As you adjust the numbers, Photoshop will preview the guides on your canvas. Once everything looks correct, click OK. Instantly, you'll see perfectly spaced guidelines across your document. Just like the built-in grid, these guides will not export or print unless you manually draw lines over them. They're simply there to help you design with precision. So to quickly recap, use the built-in grid for fast alignment and snapping, and use New Guide Layout when you need a fully customized column and row structure. Both methods are powerful, and choosing the right one depends on your specific project. Now you know exactly how to make a grid in Photoshop 2026. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more easy-to-follow Photoshop tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.